So whether you're in a child's pose or perhaps already at the wall, we're going to take a moment. If you need to pause the video, bring your mat lengthwise and then take your time scooting your glutes toward the wall, and you're going to come to lower down onto the back. Take the glutes as close as you can toward the baseboard, and then just start by extending the legs straight up. We're coming into some wall bridges into a shoulder stand, so the body should be nice and warm from the previous add-ons. Your 2 blocks are there if you need it, but just take a moment to open up the arms in a T shape, bend your knees, and then sway the knees here from side to side. So just getting into a few moving twists. Okay, one more per side. And then as those legs extend back up the wall, circle out through the ankles and the wrists. Interlace the fingers at the back of the head. Bring the head up toward the chest. Lower it back down toward the floor. Taking about 2 more. Good. Before planting the feet on the wall, start by reaching the fingertips toward the baseboards. Tuck the tailbone under. Feet are at hips width. Press into the heels, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, start to lift the hips up. Chin close to the chest here. Lengthen out the back of the head, the neck. Hold for about 2 breaths. We're going to do a few rounds of these. And then slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, allow the back to come back toward the ground. Moving as slow as you can. Okay, we're going to do that again. Walk the heels up just a bit. Second set. Tuck the tailbone, press into the heels, and start to lift the hips up. Shifting that weight toward your shoulders, squeezing the glutes. Find that highest point. Don't move your head. Keep the fingertips reaching toward the baseboard. Lengthen out the back nape of the neck. Vertebrae by vertebrae, start to lower the hips back down. Now, if that first or second set was enough, you're going to continue to do that. Otherwise, you're going to add on. So come back into a third set, lifting up through the hips. This time, take the palms to your lower back. You're using the palms kind of like a kickstand. And then start by reaching the right leg up, and then maybe reaching the right leg back behind you so the toe is trying to touch the mat or the floor behind your head. Taking a few breaths there. Right leg back up, plantive to on the wall, switch. Left leg reaches up, maybe hold there, or perhaps that toe can slowly start to reach back, trying to touch the mat or the floor behind your head. Gently bring that leg back up toward neutral, releasing the palms from the back, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, allow the hips to come back down. Take a moment in happy baby first, reaching for the insteps or outsteps of the feet. Rock out the body from side to side, shake out the head a little bit. Maybe hug the knees into the chest for a few breaths. Getting ready for one more set. Okay, taking any one of those 3 options. Reaching the fingertips to the wall, plant the feet, start to lift up the hips. Again, palms to your lower back. Your weight is in the middle of the head and your shoulders. Start to lift up both legs toward the ceiling. The palms stay acting as kickstand. Now, if this is enough, you could hold supported shoulder stand, so you could always take the feet back toward the wall if you need some support. Or coming into a plow pose, reaching the feet back together. You can widen your stance if you need. Bend your knees a little deeper. Whatever your posture looks like, give yourself permission to explore and play. Take about 3 more breaths, continuing in and out of the nose. Naturally, you're going to come into that constriction at the back of the throat with that ujjayi sound. When you're ready to take the feet back toward the wall, that option 1, fingertips reach toward the baseboard, and then vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly start to lower back into a neutral. Either hug the knees into the chest, find a happy baby. Maybe find 1 more of these postures. Or while you're lying down here into a neutral, just shake out the head from side to side. There's a total of 3 wall stretches. Maybe if you're doing another add-on, you can hold up and wait for the next. Or in the next couple of breaths, rolling into the right side, fetal pose, before pressing yourself up, grab a little bit of water, and then preparing for your next add-on, whether you want to get into a child's pose or a quick down dog stretch.